Welcome to quickmyproject.com. Project title Dynamic Frequency Resource Allocation in Heterogeneous Cellular Networks. Let's see the abstract. Cellular networks are in a major transition from a carefully planned set of large tower-mounted base stations to an irregular deployment of heterogeneous infrastructure elements that often additionally includes micro, pico, and femto cells, as well as the distributed antennas. The main idea of the heterogeneous networks is to overlay low power and low cost base station with the conventional macro cellular networks, generally partitioning the available frequencies between the various base stations leads to inefficient spectrum usage. We will improve on this model by incorporating more fine-grained feedback from users, calculating the expected throughput rates at each insert when nearby base stations broadcast interfering transmissions. The proposed system introduced a distributed frequency resource allocation scheme that shares the frequency between the base stations. The redeployments of the resources at the timescale of hundreds of milliseconds ensures efficient resource allocation by close tracking, that is, the changes in the user's position and resulting channel gains, and the user arrival and departures in the system. Also, it mainly focuses on the frequency allocation problem at a superframe timescale rather than the scheduling problem at a frame timescale. We evaluate our scheme using the detailed process, and the results show that the proposed scheme is more efficient than the previously more distributed schemes. Now we are going to see the flow diagram. First, the network is created with the number of nodes. Then we have to select the source and destination with the created nodes. Then the source node will choose a file for transmitting to the destination. Each source and destination have a specific IP addresses. After the file is chosen, the file details, that is the file size, are all get and it forwards to the base station. In the base station, the frequency initialization process is done. That is, the number of frequency blocks that allocated in the base station are all processed here. If a source node transmits a file means the base station will allocate frequency for the file, that is, which the process is called as the dynamic allocation. After that, the frequency for the file is processed and it forward to the destination. Finally, the frequency result is get at the evaluation result. Let's start the running demo. First, right click on the home page and run the file. Our process is the dynamic frequency resource allocation in heterogeneous cellular networks. Now we are going to run our process. Click on this. Our first process is the node creation module. Here we are going to create nodes. So enter the number of nodes and then create. Now the nodes are created. By clicking on this view button, we can view the number of nodes that are created. It is able to see node ID and the node name and its IP address are all created for the 50 nodes. So further, in this the node selection is executed. That is, we have to select the source and the destination node. So here we are all have the source node, that is the created nodes. Select any one node and also the destination. If we select the same node means it gives the message as choose a different node. So we have to choose different nodes, that is source and the destination, and start our process. Here the file choose is executed for the source node. The selected source node and its IP address is viewed here. We have to choose the file. The file is chosen now. The file path is presented here. If we click on view list, the file name and the file size is viewed here, and also the file. So further we execute our process. The node ID and the file name is displayed here. Before we send, we have to run the process of destination. So right click on the base station and run the file. So here the base station process, so its IP address and the frequency resource block is presented here. So if any message is received means it is displayed here. So now the source node is send the file and we can view the process here. The file is received successfully with the source and the destination and the file name. Now we are going to forward to the destination. So destination is created with its one message is received in the destination. So now we are going to receive the file. The file is received successfully. So the source node and the file name is viewed here. The allocated frequency is plotted in the graph. Thank you for watching this video.